Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of Pedal of the Metal podcast. I'm John, leader and king of the YouTube channel, and with me, as always, I have Jeff. Jeff, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. Did you say you're the leader and the king of the YouTube channel?
Yeah, I did.
Wow. Wow, I like how he slipped that right in there. You are the leader and the king.
Big shoes to fill, buddy. Big shoes to fill.
Yeah. No, I'm doing good, man. It's been a good week. I'm psyched. We've actually been doing a lot of podcasting lately, and I've enjoyed it.
The podcast is fucking killing it, dude.
Yeah, people seem to like it. It's
back to its old form.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, back in the old days when we'd put it up and we'd had tons of listeners, and then our install base kind of scattered for a while, and now it's kind of picking back up again. It's kind of nice to see people comment on the YouTube, and yeah, it's good. It's all good things.
They literally disappeared.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, years ago.
That being said, I don't know what. Hold on, I'm getting my cam so I can look you in the eyes like a man.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah.
That being said, what were we talking about? What's going on?
You know what we were just talking about? We've got to get this out.
What do you wear to bed?
What do you wear when you go to bed? And
I'm either tops and no bottom, or bottoms and no top.
See,
and I'm never naked. I can't go to sleep naked.
No, naked's that's
tough.
like
it's a tough.
Yeah,
one.
that's like people with silk sheets and fucking leopard skin robes and things like that.
Like your wife.
Like my wife, exactly. Like
you
my
call her
my pleasure palace upstairs.
Oh no!
The bed's suspended from the ceiling.
Really?
Yeah. No.
Can I visit?
We have a moon room though. So
What's a moon room?
where the room is like the moon. You go in and you make love, and you come out like you made love.
Wait. You really don't have a moon room, do you?
Of course I don't have a moon room.
You had me convinced there for a second.
No, I definitely don't. But I sleep in. I went through a long period of time where I slept in like full pajama.
I can't do that.
Full pajama.
Summertime, it's completely boxers.
Yeah. Is that Heil?
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
God, there he is.
Heil,
what's up, dude?
We have a question for you.
Please on Sparkle Cam.
No, that's my camera. Heil, what do you wear to bed?
Just my underwear during summer once, and then if it's a little colder, I'll throw a t-shirt on.
Does it get hot in the IW?
The summertime, it definitely gets fucking hot.
Like how hot does it get?
I think it's like us, dude. I think he's hot. It gets hot like us.
And the nasty humidity, so like 100 degrees plus like the major humidity that makes it even worse. So yeah, we get the extremes because we're by the just like you guys. Well, you guys are by the ocean.
You're by the equator.
Well, we're by the Great Lakes, so we get all that nasty.
Humidity.
Sticky air. Yuck. Yeah,
so
no.
Yeah, so we have. I run a fan 365. So the only thing I'll do is I'll put a t-shirt on once in a great while, sweatpants, but then I get too warm and take those off, or if the lady wants to play a little.
Ooh.
Oh God!
She wants to practice the bonophone.
Are you sitting in Sniffer's Row?
Dude, I listened to the cast from last week and I completely forgot about Heil's Sniffer Row. And
my God!
I can't believe you guys never heard of that.
Never heard it before.
The table that goes around the stage.
Yeah, as soon as you said it, I knew what you were talking
about.
Well,
in New York, what they
Not
do
a
is
table like in the back.
Here we are. Here we are. Will I want to
front.
apologize to so many people because everyone was like
getting that ass bump right in the face.
everyone was like, you're talking about excrement again. And
no excrement. I don't want to talk about
nobody mentioned the strip club, but like at least here in New York, they have a division between the bar and the stage. So what happens is you sit at the bar and there's at least a 4-foot division between the bar and the stage.
Oh,
so you
God,
can't
it's not
touch
like that
anyone.
in my neck of the woods at all.
That being said, Jeff, Heil 68, everyone, give Heil a round of applause. Thanks for joining us. We're supposed to get another big snowstorm.
Yeah.
When is that? This Friday? Tomorrow?
We're supposed to get a couple inches overnight, so I'm hoping that impedes work in the morning.
I have a friend who lives in Mass. Maybe I can pull it up right now.
Yeah. This is the Pedal to the Metal, the Weather
Channel.
The
Weather Channel
episode.
No, I have a friend in Mass who was like, they already closed schools in the 5th on Boston.
Wow. Yeah, well, out on the coast, man, they'll get hammered a lot harder.
Here it is. Tomorrow, all Boston public schools will be closed Friday, February 5th.
Wow, no kidding. Already.
Here's what the city of Boston wrote. Due to the forecast of up to 8 inches of snow, Boston public schools will be closed Friday, February 5th.
That's crazy.
Do you know why they close public schools?
Why?
It's not, well, I'm sure.
It's to clear the roads. It's so that
No. Well, A, it's that. B, it's because, buses full of children are not that great. And C, the main reason is because of the snow, because buses use diesel fuel.
Yeah.
Once the fuel hits a certain temperature, the diesel becomes it transforms into a jelly-like state.
Yeah, but don't you think that the millions and millions of trucks that are out on the road right now that run on diesel would all be affected by that? Why is it just...
Haven't you ever seen Ice Road Truckers?
No, I don't watch it.
Oh my God, you're stupid.
Yeah, I'm stupid for not watching Ice Road.
No, but you're right. But I think that there are fuel additives and things like that, where it's it doesn't.
Well,
plus those trucks are running all the time, so I doubt that the gas turns into that jelly. Hold on, let me look it up here. I know
gelatin gas.
Diesel turns into gel.
No. I'm calling
it turns into a gel. How to prevent diesel fueling. How to prevent diesel fuel gelling. You wake up one morning to go to work and your vehicle will not start. Your fuel has gelled in the tank overnight.
Well, if they have that problem, then there's they have plugs to warm the block with, like what they do in Alaska.
Here it is. Here's the one thing they say to prevent it, Jeff. It is a common practice for truckers to mix number 1 diesel, which has a blend of kerosene, with diesel number 2, which is used on road applications. So I guess you blend diesel and kerosene so it doesn't turn into a gel.
Interesting. Sounds like a bomb.
I mean, well, that's what cars are. Aren't you just driving around little explosions every couple seconds?
Yeah.
What the fuck, Sparko Cam? I hate this program. I'm ready to delete it.
Well, dude, let's get into games, and I've got a huge topic I want to.
No, I'm not.
No, I really do. I've been chomping at the bit all day at this because it made me chop.
I'm not done. I'm not done talking yet.
You're not done talking about the weather and diesel fuel?
No. That's not it. That's not all.
Where are we going, John?
It's Mykonos' birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Mykonos!
I want to wish Mykonos a happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Mykonos.
I want to thank everyone for listening to the podcast last week. We've been doing pretty damn well. And I want to thank for the person to unsubscribing to us.
Oh, yeah, we did get one unsubscribe.
So I went to Bacon Fest last weekend.
Yeah, we talked about that.
We did after I told you I had cocked blocked somebody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you should be doing that, John.
Cock blocking people?
Yeah, especially your friends. Not a good idea.
It's not a good idea.
It's not a good way to keep friends.
Didn't you just tell me you cock blocked somebody?
Long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, but I did it a long time ago too.
Yeah.
Last weekend.
Right, last week. All right, we're jumping into games. I'm wicked excited. Are you ready?
No.
Okay, here it is. Heil, are you ready?
Yep.
Bungie asks, why did you stop playing Destiny? This is
Man.
I read this and I was so excited to talk to you guys about it because I know, Heil, you still play Destiny a little bit.
Yeah, I do.
It seems that Bungie has sent out a email to its most dedicated gamers, or they obviously run all the stats on their players, so they know who has been playing, who stopped playing, this, that, and the other thing. So they sent out this survey to because they noticed a spike downward in playing activity, and they posted it on a subreddit. It was a 3-question survey. I'm gonna go over it.
Wait! I have breaking news.
What's that?
Dave Mirra, BMX legend, dead at 41.
Yeah, I read that.
You did?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
I know, it's really sad. He has a game after him too.
Yeah, Dave Mirra BMX on the PS2 and Xbox. Yeah. Suicide.
I know.
Wife and 2 kids.
I know, it's really sad. That one actually.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Okay.
I just saw it.
Moment of silence for Dave Mirra. Go.
We didn't have.
You're talking through it.
Wait. We didn't have a moment of silence for David Bowie.
No, we just all heard about how much you love David Bowie.
He doesn't have any good songs.
What?
Oh,
Wait.
there's
What,
a
Hyle?
starman.
Waiting in the sky.
No,
Okay,
back
so
to
go
Destiny.
on.
Here's the deal: is that they sent out a 3-question questionnaires. You can check the box at what applies to you,
Mhm.
and it says question 1: why haven't you been playing Destiny? And I'm just going to read over the.
Oh.
There's about 10 choices they give. I don't have anyone to play with. All right. I've run out of things to do. End game content like Nightfall Heroic Raid is too challenging. My contact with other players has been unenjoyable. I don't like recent changes made to the game. I don't have enough time to play. New games came out that I'd rather play. I don't own the Taken King. I don't like PvP. I don't have access to a console or Xbox Live. Too much repetition or too much
Wait. Why
grinding.
just Xbox Live?
Or PlayStation Network too
Oh.
is listed. And then something not on this list. And then it
It-
says how likely are you to play Destiny again in the future? And it's not at all somewhat very.
I don't want to get into this.
Yeah, and
'Cause
then
we
3
had our
is
big-
any comments. So basically you can leave whatever you'd like. My point is, do you think that's desperate?
No and yes.
I'll go first because John will have probably a better answer, but I don't because they probably noticed a slight, well, whatever you want to call it, a decline because they probably wouldn't have done that if they're, World of Warcraft like 2005. But they probably noticed a slight decline or a decline, and they're probably saying, hey, what can we do to get people back? So I think it's a good thing because if enough people actually fill out and say that it's lacking content, well, then that might make them hopefully listen and put out more content for gamers to play. Because it looks like Taken King for me, and according to Get Your Yayas, has a lot more content. Is probably what the game should have been, or a lot of people think should have been to begin with. So if it's lacking content, this is a way of saying, yeah, it's lacking content. If you want us to play the game, you better put the content in there.
So you think it's
maybe good faith, maybe give an expansion pack or something like that to the early people that got kind of
they cannot.
They got hosed with the Taken King because they were forced to buy the game again. So I bet you. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, that's really kind of crappy because people were locked out of that content unless they bought the whole game again. So
absolutely, man. That's the whole thing.
So if the people say that, maybe they'll get it and offer something.
Yeah.
Because without offering your opinion to the people making the game, there's no way it's going to get any better for those initial people. Plus, how many other game companies do that?
Yeah.
Why aren't you playing our game anymore?
You're right. You're right. I mean, there is something cool about a developer seeking out, information as to, especially with a game like Destiny, where it's supposed to be this project that rolls through the years with people playing it and new content and this, that, and the other thing. But how much do you think that people are just kind of tired of Destiny to begin with? I mean, like we've got games like the Division coming out, which everybody and their mother is comparing to Destiny.
On the second hand of that, how many games keep gamers for more than like 6 months? Because gamers are so insatiable and like to move on to new things. Very few games, Call of Duty, even Halo jumped off within 3 weeks. Halo 5 jumped off the top 5 most played multiplayer Xbox One games. Think about that. 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Replaced by like Madden, FIFA. I can't remember the other one. Probably Call of Duty.
Right.
So think about that. A major, probably their biggest game ever, biggest multiplayer, and it didn't last in the top. I think it was like 6 or 7.
It's dead.
3 weeks.
Can
this
I
isn't like a month or something. This is like 3 weeks that it dropped out. So, and you're talking, I mean, Destiny, where it had an impact, but gamers just move on.
Yes,
That's what it comes down to.
What are you gonna say, John? Go ahead.
Hyle, I did not have a better answer, but you hit it right on the head. Gamers just move on, and that's the thing. Eventually, regardless of whatever content you release, gamers burn through it. And Destiny has such repeatable content. As good as the Taken King was, it gave me $40 worth of content. I mean, I played it for like 20, 25 hours or whatever, so with friends and yada, yada. But the problem is eventually you burn out on that content because that content is there to stay. And the core problem with Destiny is the content is repeatable. So it's just like, it's just like you burn out on content. It's not a multiplayer game where, I mean, it is a multiplayer game, but you know what it is? It doesn't have a dynamic like Dota where, you have, you play from a game from 30 random heroes and then the game dynamic changes every time because you have 10 different heroes in each match, right? Mm. You have 3 different classes of 5 people, so you're bound to have at least 2 of each class on one team. And the multiplayer, I don't want to say plays out the same every time because you win games and you lose games, but you're going to see the same stuff over and over, and you're going to see that repetitive content a lot more than a game like Dota or League of Legends.
Yeah, and it wears on you big time, like
especially if it's an FPS.
Right.
Not when you have a character with 5 different or 4 different skills each match, If you have 4 different skills for each character, and then you have a choice of 30 characters in a random draft, game, that's 100 different, 120 different skills to choose from.
The other thing that doesn't help Destiny 2 is the fact that it has respawnable enemies from the same locations. It has predictable AI movements.
I wouldn't say listen, I'm not gonna hound Destiny for.
No, I'm not either. I'm just saying
but you're bringing it up.
Well, I'm saying it adds to the narrative that it's easy to burn out on what Destiny offers because there's very little in that game that after 20, 30 hours that is left to the imagination.
But at the end of the day, it's easy to burn out on a lot of games.
Sure.
But a game like Destiny, you should not be burning out on as easy as is the premise of what Destiny should be, not what it is. Games are sold to you, and it's like when I get Hitman, I know that I'm getting Rome to begin with, and they're selling that for $15. They're going to be like they haven't said how many assassination contracts, but it's being sold episodically. I know what I'm getting with it. Destiny, they kind of lied about it all.
Oh yeah, they did.
They're like, you're supposed to get this, and all this, and this, and only with the Taken King did they make it the game they said they were going to release.
Right.
Had Destiny released like
the Taken King was,
I think everyone would have loved it a lot more.
Yeah, I think so too.
But that being said, Destiny did not release the way it was supposed to. It kind of disappointed people on the back end, considering how awesome it was. And once they saw that you burn through the content like that over and over and over again, it changed. Whereas games like Hitman, or actually Hitman's a bad example. Whereas if you buy a multiplayer game like Rainbow Six Siege, you know what you're getting from the get-go. It's like you have 24 operators, you have 12 maps, and this is it.
Yeah.
And we were upfront about it. It's not like we said things that were going to be in the game that aren't in the game. Yeah. Everything that Rainbow Six Siege announced was in the game.
Right.
And that's it. Yeah. Destiny was like, this is going to be like this. Bungie was
like,
this
it's going to be a
like
mammoth experience, and it was the maybe the thinnest content game I think I've played in the modern era at $60.
I wouldn't say the thinnest.
Pretty thin, dude.
I think they're thinner, but I think hold on. You know what? I'm going to correct you there. Not the thinnest game in the modern era, but the thinnest AAA game in the modern era.
That's why. Yeah, I'm not saying it's like I mean,
there are thinner games out there.
Yeah, sure. I mean, well, there's a game from last year, Titan Souls, which I absolutely loved. Is you can get through that game in a few hours. It's only bosses. There's no, I mean, like I'm not comparing it to, indie games or anything like that, but in the AAA space for a game that was supposed to be heralded as
the coming of Jesus,
the coming of
the coming
the coming all over your face of what next generation gaming is supposed to be, it didn't live up to that in any way, shape, or form. But leaving Destiny, and it remains to be seen whether people actually come back to Destiny. I guess we could probably all agree that it depends on what type of content they release next, whether people come back. But getting into the Division, now, the Division just had their beta. I believe it was last weekend.
I did not play it.
You didn't, and Kyle, I'm not sure if you did either. Kyle?
Nope, I did not play that. Nope.
All right, so getting into the Division, I took
Lots of bugs,
I
apparently.
took some liberty. Actually, I took some liberties to do a little bit of reading today from what the media was saying about it and what they thought was.
See, I was on the opposite end. I did a lot of the what people had to say about it.
That's kind of what I did. Is I actually didn't want to. I did read some articles that were just over enveloping, like, well, it had this, it had that, the dark. What do they call it? The dark place, the dark alley.
It's the dark zone.
The dark zone. The dark zone is this. And
haven't you ever seen a Stephen King movie?
Yeah, but it's pretty. They were pretty consistent with the description. But and that's what I did too, John. Is I actually went out and I read like what individual people were playing, and some from publications.
It's like Destiny.
Yeah, there's a lot of Destiny, but like I think that the tone being different, it was better for people, and other people I read, like the fact that it was more realistic. They're like, when you play a game like Destiny and you're running through and you're taking. I was reading an article on Forbes. When you're taking out aliens, it's no big deal, but when you're shooting down a looter in the middle of a street in New York City, it feels weird. Like like the artistic style they went for was a little bit over the top, but all in all, what I'm reading is people generally kind of enjoyed the game. There's some pretty thick RPG elements to it. They said the enemies are bullet sponges.
I heard that, but if in an RPG like game, most enemies can be bullet sponges or like attack sponges in the beginning until you upgrade to better gear or this or that before you're like, you wait and see. Like people are going to be like, oh, the Division is so easy now. Honestly, I'm intrigued by it.
The thing that turned me off is one article I read said if you were expecting Destiny in a Tom Clancy skin, it's more akin to Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs with the quote-unquote usual Ubisoft open-world suspects like collectibles, repetitive missions, and resource-based progression.
I can live with that if it has good co-op.
I mean, yeah, because obviously with the complete and utter flop that was Unity in terms of co-op, I have a lot of faith that they're going to do. Well, of course, Far Cry 4 had some fun co-op. Like they did a decent job with the co-op in that game.
I mean, like Watch Dogs was a little like,
It had its moments where I enjoyed it, and it had its moments where it was infuriating.
But I mean, Far Cry had great co-op. It was just like, hey, come into the world and cut fucking loose.
Right.
And if it's a little more focused in Watch Dogs, I mean, not Watch Dogs, in the Division, I can definitely have a fucking good time.
My fear is that I go out, let's say Jeff goes out and he drops 60 on the Division. My fear is I get home and realize I have a cross between Destiny and the Ubisoft game, and I might have to jump off a bridge and kill myself if that happens.
Wow, that's pathetic for a man who's almost 40 and has 2 kids and a wife. Oh no, I bought a Destiny Ubisoft crossover.
Oh, Jeff's being serious again about jumping off a bridge.
You were totally serious about that.
Yeah.
Everyone, please send your letters to what's your address?
Yeah, okay. Brooks Drive.
No, whoa.
Anyways,
that's wrong.
So the Division. Closing thoughts on that. I mean, are you guys?
I'm pumped for it.
You're getting it day one, John.
I reserved.
I want to play it.
I reserved it for a friend for his birthday because he bought me Fallout 4, so I have to make up for it because he bought me Assassin's Creed Unity last year. Well, 2 years ago. So if the game ends up being shitty, I have to get him a shitty game too.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Kyle, you're jumping in day one?
I don't know about day one, but if I see enough good reviews and it makes me want to, I'll wait. I'll probably wait instead of being overly hyped. It looks really good though, something I'd probably dump a lot of hours in. So I'll probably wait just a little bit.
Yeah.
See if they delivered.
Yeah.
Let them get the first network patch out because they won't be used to.
Apparently, the beta was all right.
Like normal.
Yeah, from everything I read from the beta, that the game actually ran quite well. In fact, people said that the graphics were not as good as they had originally showed, but they're still pretty incredible.
They might have that turned down for the beta too.
Yeah,
it is a beta too.
Right.
But I mean, like, listen, March is kind of a dry month. I mean, what do we have? We have Far Cry Primal on the 1st.
Yep, Far Cry. We've got the Heavy Rain.
Well, I'm not talking about re-releases. I'm talking about new stuff.
So we got the Division on the 8th.
We have Far Cry Primal on the 1st.
Yep.
We have the Division on the 8th. We have Hitman on the 11th.
Yep.
and then it's like Republic.
We got Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016.
Oh yeah, because that's so good. PS4 is like one of the only games getting a exclusive in March.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like PS4 wins March. Listen to this. PS4. No, Far Cry Primal for... Wait, when's Far Cry Primal?
Far Cry Primal is in
it's in February on consoles, and like the typical Ubisoft, it's on the 1st in March for PC.
Right.
But PS4 like gets like a ton of re-releases. It gets Heavy Rain, The Witch and the 100 Night, which got like a 4 on GameSpot. And then it gets Dead or Alive Extreme 3.
It gets MLB 16.
MLB 16, it gets Star Ocean.
Yeah, but here's the catch. MLB 16, they're still putting out on the PS3.
I don't give a fuck about that shit. Oh, well, I thought you were about to say. I thought you were about to say Vita, but then like everything else, it's like Xbox One gets like. Xbox One does not get a single title to itself in March, which is kind of sad.
It gets, get this, dude, March 22nd, Stranger of Sword City, Xbox One, and PS Vita.
What game is that?
I've never.
I don't know what it is. I saw
Stranger...
you're looking at the list I sent you, right?
Yeah.
I looked at that and I was like, that looks kind of awesome, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? It's a Japanese game. I did see this the other day, and the pairing is here. I'll put it in the chat. The pairing though is it's going to come out on Xbox One and PlayStation Vita. So it's gonna sell gangbusters out in
on the Vita,
Japan.
yeah.
Out in Japan,
I'm excited for Republic.
Yeah,
it's a stealth game. It's a
yeah. What's that about?
It's an episodic stealth game.
Oh, that's cool.
It takes place in like an Amuse album, like a totalitarian state.
Yeah.
And you have to escape the city. That's all I know. But all I know,
John. Wow, it said every video game ever.
Well, actually, Republic came out on the iPhone first. It's already fully released. They're releasing the final episode in March. But the PC and console releases, actually, it's not coming out on Xbox One. It's coming out on PS4 and PC and Mac. It's coming out February 26th. The first 3 episodes. No, it's already fully out on the PC. It's coming out to the PS4 March 22nd. The whole game. So it's like a third-person stealth game.
So,
why do you suck so many knobs?
Yeah, I don't know. Because I was drinking with Mykonos tonight.
Listen, I'm sorry. It's my dad's birthday. I didn't realize I couldn't have a little fun.
Yeah. No, you definitely can't. So I want to switch topics again because
what now?
Oh God, what are you doing, Jeff? I want to talk about The Witness again, but not from the perspective of the game itself, but
from the perspective of a game player.
John Blow, you know John Blow, right? He came out today and said that if people continue to pirate his games, he will not be able to make a.
Who pirates his game? Oh, PC.
He said it's one of the most pirated games right now.
On PC, yeah.
Yeah, he said if people continue to pirate his game, he is not going to be able to make something on the same scale as what The Witness is. And my only little thing about The Witness gameplay-wise is that it's pretty incredible. I mean, I'm a good 10 hours into the game playing and absolutely enjoying every last iota of this game. And it's very, very special.
Send me more footage.
I will send you more footage. But what do you think about the idea that an indie developer is now saying?
I think he's a lying sack of shit.
You do? Well, they said that it sold what did they say? Made $5 million in the first day.
I'll tell you in a second.
Do you think he's full? You really think he's full of shit? I mean, I wouldn't want my stuff to get stolen.
Vet for me a little bit. I'm here looking it up.
Oh,
The Witness sold substantially more than 100K copies in its first week. Yeah. So Jonathan Blow, a cut goes to Sony. So let's say he sells it at $25 a copy, right? $5 to Sony, $5 to this, $5 to that.
Right. He makes $25.
If he sells it for $25 and it sells 100K copies, that means it sold what, $2.5 million?
Well, the game is $40.
No, but I'm saying, let's say
after
he pays Sony, after he pays whatever fees to get it on the store. Let's say he sells it for 25. What's 100K times 25?
2.5 million.
2.5 million.
Yeah.
And obviously, oh no, here it is. And over 5 million in gross revenue during its first week of a release. Right. That's subtracting the PC. $5 million? Really? That's,
what do you think a game like The
Witness, I told you he's
costs
full of
to make?
shit. I think a game like that, honestly, he took so long. What was it? Supposed to come out. He announced it in 2012. It's 2016. Give me a second.
Did he announce it all the way back in 20?
Give me a second to cough. I muted that, by the way. No, when was the PlayStation conference? 2013? Early 2013. It was in February 2013.
Yeah.
So he announces it early 2013. He releases it 3 years later. $5 million? I don't think that game costs more than maybe $5 million to make.
Yeah.
It can't.
No, it couldn't have.
Logically, even if he had 10 employees working for him, and he's the main designer, and he's paying each of those guys $100,000 a year. So let's say he's paying $100 million a year over 3 years. It's $3 million plus whatever overhead. Let's say that's another $2 or $3 million. Like, he, at least at this point, I think he's broken even. Here's what he said. He says, so the fact we beat Braid by units more than doubly is really nice. Also, the $5 million gross revenue, so that means he pocketed $5 million for The Witness, which means he sold more than 100K copies. Braid's budget was $200,000. They don't have The Witness. And here he says he borrowed a bunch of money. He made some big thing. Like, he made some big, I don't want to say a stink because people have to borrow them. I have borrowed a bunch of money to finish The Witness, so I hope when it's done, some people buy the game. I don't think, how much is a bunch of money? It's like, I feel like that's tooting your horn at some point. Like, oh, I had to borrow a bunch of money to finish my game. It's like, why do you have to tell us that you have to get funding from someone to finish the game?
Trying to guilt you into buying it.
Speed run takes 6 hours to complete.
Wow,
100% completion.
That's a speed run, because that's the other thing that he had messaged when he made his comment about, please stop stealing my game so I can make other great games for you. It was the other thing he said was that he sees a lot of people going to forums immediately if they can't figure out how to solve a puzzle. And I've got to be honest with you, like, the game is completely built around figuring out each of these puzzles, and it could be something as simple as like looking at the grid and figuring it out, or it could be like walking around it and catching the light glare off of it in just the right way where you can see scratches which lead you to the right.
And here it is. I'm sorry to interrupt. Here it says something like The Witness was originally had an allocated budget of $800,000. Jonathan Blow came out and said the budget is somewhere between $3 and $4 million.
Wow.
And then we will be running on fumes by the end of development. He already made the money back in the first week. And that's, in perpetuity, the game is out there. So if it sells another 2 or 3 million in sales, or 5 million in sales by the end of this year, he'll at least have doubled his money from the game. He's already made back the money, it seems. At least that's what it's saying.
Right.
So he shouldn't be complaining. Like, he shouldn't be telling people. He shouldn't be pulling a Phil Fish saying he's not going to make another indie game if people keep pirating it. Yeah, pirating's sad. But
but you know what, John?
But he made his money back, and he'll make more money.
Yeah, but you know what? If you, let's say you made something that was kick-ass, you put it out there, and you noticed that it was the number
I've already done that, and it's for free.
No,
it's called Cactus Team, the Stinging Force of Justice.
I love Cactus Team. but like, let's say you made something in it, and you noticed that after all your blood, sweat, and tears went into it, that people are taking it on. And I'm not trying to ride the white horse on standing up for
no, I agree. I agree.
Like, I think it's the normal human reaction on his part to be like, hey, just want to say that because he tweeted out, I noticed that the torrent sites have my game as number one.
They're pieces of shit. So you know what he should do? He should find them and prosecute them.
take them
himself. He should kick in the doors of their house. Holy fuck! We've talked about The Witness for too long.
forever. I know,
Next.
but now last thing about it. Are you planning on playing it?
When it's cheaper, I can't. I mean, I've bought too many games. We've been doing too many videos. I can't.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you know, I had to rebuy Rise of the Tomb Raider on PC, so I'm going through that again. I'm sorry. What digital boxing is encroaching 50 views?
Yours
Bitch.
is John.
No, but
Kyle, are you gonna play? Are you gonna play The Witness?
Yeah, I think I'm with John. Wait till it drops a little bit. I think it's
like $20
40's a little too steep.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to go through it further. And like I said, I mean, I read that it was 60 to 100 hours worth of gameplay.
oh my god.
Take
Okay,
time.
we
That's
know,
awesome.
we know.
I love it.
Okay.
Oh
no, but
my
I mean,
God. Oh my god.
but no. Listen, if I didn't have to rebuy Rise of the Tomb Raider, I would have bought The Witness. And I've been making Gravity Rush videos as well, which I'm very excited about.
Can I do my last topic of the evening?
Oh my
before we
god,
just
what
shoot
can
shit?
we get? Okay, make it quick.
No,
bitch?
I'm gonna say it really slow.
Oh.
I read a publication today, Twinfinite, and I saw it on N4G, and I thought it was kind of a funny topic. It was the 10 hardest PS4 games to platinum right now.
All right,
that are out.
send me the list.
Oh no, I want to talk about it.
No, send me the list. I want to see it.
It's not. It's you got to click from page to page to page. I'm gonna lead you
So
through it. I want you to
send
tell
me the list.
Ugh, it's not a list. I'm gonna.
It's an
smash-
article.
I'm gonna smash you.
I know you are. Yeah.
There it is.
Thank you.
Jesus. Hey, nice guitar.
Okay. Right? I send that to you.
Yeah.
Super Meat Boy.
Super Meat Boy. Okay, ready? Super Meat Boy. Now, obviously, John doesn't know how to beat Super Meat Boy. So
Oh my
that's-
god.
That's tough for him. Heil will never play through Super Meat Boy. Heil would rather eat his own fecal material than play through all of Super Meat Boy. That's my guess.
Okay, Surgeon
Heil,
Simulator.
true or false?
He's gone, so
He's gone. All right, so number 2.
Surgeon Simulator.
Surgeon.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Why do you always come back like 3
Yeah,
minutes
You
after
come
we're
back
done
like
talking?
3 minutes after we say it. Yeah.
What?
And he's gone
He's
again.
like, what? Yeah. What did you say? So, all right, Heil, these are the top 10.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay.
The hardest games to platinum, and Meat Boy is number 1.
Right, Meat Boy's number 1, and I said,
Well,
there's
I
no
don't
way you would play through that game. No way.
No.
I wouldn't, just because you have a different. I guess I did beat the first world. I can't remember what level I got to, but it's like, oh my god, they start sticking to stuff, and then they gotta make time jumps
Oh yeah.
across metal saw blades with.
That's the good stuff, Heil.
Okay,
All
number
right,
2
so,
is
Surgeon
Surgeon Simulator.
Simulator.
Let's
that
not
game-
even talk about why that's hard. We know why
Yeah,
that's
we
hard.
know why it's hard. I don't want to talk about that. N++. Did you play that?
Never played it.
Never
It's a-
played
I
it
know
either.
I know it's a running game.
Yeah, and I hear
Yeah, that's where if you don't make the turns, you don't make the turns, your guy explodes, isn't it?
I'm not sure about that, but it's very like almost Atari type graphics, like an 8-bit or 2-bit type perspective. I don't know. It's
Oh my god, you're kidding
Anyways.
me.
next one, Elder Scrolls Online.
That's the dumbest fucking trophy I have ever seen in my life. It's like Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter all over again.
Which one? What is
In
the
order to
impossible-
unlock the platinum, the player must reach number 1 on the PvP leaderboards.
That's not even fair.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. Why do developers do it?
Yeah, why do they? Like, there's no one that sits back and says, hey, guys, this is stupid.
There's no one to
Well,
be
I know why,
like, that's
they probably
dumb.
They probably thought in their stupid minds that, oh, that's gonna make so many people try to play and be number 1. We're gonna have an online that lasts forever. Well, no.
Yeah, that makes me say
Plus,
absolutely
yeah.
not. I don't want your game.
It's like
anymore.
Ghost Recon,
Stupid.
where you had to reach number 1 in the leaderboards in the
Yeah.
world.
In the world. Yeah, that's stupid. So stupid. All right. Number 5, Shadow Warrior. Now wait, this one has got the
Shadow Warrior was a great game.
yeah, it's got the no ordinary Wang trophy. This requires you to complete the game on the unlockable heroic difficulty setting, starting from scratch and unable to save or use mid-level checkpoints.
Well, that's kind of like hard mode with Diablo,
You mean
hardcore,
Yeah.
which I'm just about there with. But on there, well, no, it's not. Take that back, because you can play on easy levels. So no, it's not.
Yeah. The next one is The Evil Within. Now that one has got one that only 0.3% of people have achieved, which is the Akumi mode. John, you played through it. Did you do the Akumi mode?
Absolutely not.
Akumu mode.
Akumu moon. A come on your face mode. What?
Yeah. Hey, what about The Evil Within? You know what, dude?
It's a great game.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is that's one of those games that's starting to be like a bargain game. Like you can get it for $5-10, like in the bargain bin. Is that you would highly recommend that game?
Yeah, it's a really good.
Am I gonna be scared? You know my feeling about scary games.
I mean, I've played through a lot of scary games. It's hardly the scariest game I've ever played. It's got a lot of tense moments.
Yeah.
But it's not scary.
Right.
Might be scary for if you put it in front of your kids would be like, ah!
Right. Obviously.
But like for you as an adult, it would be like,
yeah, Resident Evil 4.
This is the dumbest list ever. I feel like they went through PS4trophies.org and picked out the 10 hardest games.
Yeah. Probably, but I thought it was a kind of an interesting conversation because I know that the trophy thing, although it's not as popular anymore, like you definitely, and so does Heil, definitely get excited about platinuming a game.
I do if it's like
certain games.
Like games like Fallout. Like when I see games that are obtainable within X amount of time, it's fun to do them. Like if like
he has so many.
It's like if I know I'm gonna get like more than 50% of the trophies in one playthrough, and I know that the other 50% or at least 25% are within another 5 to 10 hours, that's doable and that's fun. But like sitting there for hours on end trying to get trophies or boost trophies I'm too old for that now. You know what I mean? I want to enjoy games.
Right.
I don't want to sit
I'm in
and
the same
boost a
boat.
trophy.
Yeah. Yeah, like it doesn't compel like the beginning of the 360 life's
it was
cycle
great. Like
there.
I mean, I boosted trophies. I did all that fun shit.
Right. I was all excited about trophies and achievements, and now I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I could take them out, and I would.
I'm too old now.
Yeah, you're an old man, like me and Heil. The next game, number 7, is Star Wars
this shouldn't even be talked about. It's a multiplayer only game.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get rid of that one then. And
Titan Souls.
Titan Souls. Oh, dude. I played through all of Titan Souls. I did not do it through on the hard difficulty, but that trophy, dude, is playing through the game with the Iron mode on. Now, the Iron mode means that if you die, you start right back.
It's hardcore
very
mode.
Beginning of the game. Dude, there's like 20 bosses in Titan Souls.
So what? You just like if Titan Souls can be beat in under 20 minutes, that means people will be good enough at it to learn those boss patterns and do that. Like
right, but
to
you
me,
die
that's
one
not.
time. You get crushed one time, dude.
That's
like,
the same thing can happen in Diablo. I mean, you have to get a character to level 70 in Diablo 3's hardcore mode, and if you die one time, that's it. You have to start the entire game over.
And I agree with you, and you're right. It is on par. The only reason why I'm wincing even more about this whole Titan Souls thing is that some of those bosses are just incredibly relentless. Like you spawn, it shows up, you're dead. And I totally, your point is totally well taken. That like, yeah, people who are going to take the time to like memorize, and you certainly play through the bosses 5, 6, 10, 15, 20 times if you're struggling on one before you figure out all the patterns and you get it down. But to go through every boss in the game in succession without dying seems to me like absolute lunacy.
Well, there are people who are obsessed with the game.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch it on YouTube, see if somebody does it. Number 9 was Ultra Street
All right,
Fighter
I'm skipping that
4.
one. It's there are online trophies. I'm skipping that one too because
and then
it's
the last
a fighting
one
game.
Is Injustice. Yeah, those.
It's another fighting game. I feel like there are harder games out there.
Yeah. The only thing is about the Injustice one is that you have to get 3 stars in every Star Lab mission, and there are 240 missions in total.
In what game?
That's Injustice: Gods Among Us, and that sounds like just a schlag of a fucking time. That game's pretty fun.
I mean, listen, I'm not a stick. I feel like they just went through Guide Central. Let's see here, because there are some really hard games out there. Like,
what's the hardest game that you've played? Or what's your achievement you're most proud of?
Achievement I'm most proud of. Can I go look real quick?
Yeah.
Vet for me.
I'm gonna vet for you. Kyle, guess what?
Me, it would probably be Assassin's Creed, because the multiplayer. Once you get to the multiplayer and you need him and the other guy, because you have to go to multiplayer and you get into a match, and the other guy's not wearing a headset, and you try to communicate, "Hey, I'm here for platinums," and then he finishes the mission, then you can't go back because it's very frustrating.
Kyle, you could not have possibly enjoyed Kyle, you and I've played video games before, and we have a good time when we play multiplayer games, but there's no way you enjoyed playing multiplayer on fucking Unity. That game was terrible.
Let me see here. Probably one of
close, like John said, it's so close that
you got to do it.
And then it was I was only less than 10 away, and there's fuck it.
Yeah.
One of my proudest achievements is probably completing Halo Reach on Legendary solo. It's called A Monument to All Your Sins.
Nice.
That is one of the hardest games.
No, that little Asian guy did that for you. Don't lie.
No, of course.
Guy.
Nobody did that for me. Nobody did that for me. I did it all by myself.
Yeah, you have people playing your games for you.
I have a friend who comes over and plays Dota once in a blue moon.
Dylan, the professional gamer, plays your games for you.
Dylan's not a professional gamer.
Jeff said that he's the real gamer. You're not.
He's a paramedic. That's what I will kick you from this call.
I love where this is going.
I don't know.
You think John's whole entire gaming career is built on lies?
Yeah. I don't know. One of the achievements that I've always wanted to shoot for has been the hardcore achievements in Dead Space, the Dead Space 2 and Dead Space 3, where it's beat the game and you only have 2 or 3 saves, and once you die, you go back to the beginning. Dead Space 2 you can only save 3 times, and if you die, it wipes your save.
Damn.
Yep. Dead Space 3 has unlimited saves, but once you die, you go back to the beginning of the game.
My proudest achievements is I have every achievement in the 3 Mass Effect games.
I did as well. Actually, I never did. I'm sorry. I'm a dirty liar.
Liar. Yeah, and I have to say that Mass Effect 2 and 3, not so much Mass Effect 1 because that game was not that difficult on Insanity, but on the second game and the third game on Insanity were the absolute best way to play Mass Effect.
That's bizarre. I beat Mass Effect 2 on Insanity.
Oh, that game was hard on Insanity.
It said complete the game on Insanity. Apparently, I don't have that achievement. I have every other achievement except that one. And then really? Mass Effect 3... Mass Effect I didn't bother to finish. I couldn't go through the game 3 more times with each and every character again and again and again. As good as the game was, Jeff...
Yeah. No,
don't get me wrong. It's just too much time to...
It was too hard for Johnny.
Okay, bye-bye.
Can't you go on mute?
Oh, man.
Sam was walking away, but I heard that motherfucking thing right there.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I have a
What I'm
lot
almost proud of is that when Skyrim came out, I beat it on a computer with a cheater, of course, and I got... the one command where you got into the...
Oh, so who's cheating now? You yell at me.
No, I'm just saying,
you're like, oh, Joe, you have people playing your games for you. Oh, but I used a cheater, so I'm not a bitch. You're a fucking bitch.
Oh, boy.
Nope. But then I bought it on 360. And
then you bought it on 360.
Then I bought it on 360, and I was so close. But there was one mission where... And I remember doing it, too, in the computer version. I stumbled across it and did it. You, drink some... mead or wherever their fucking word was, and you basically tripping out and you go into this dream world and do some shit. I think I skipped it initially and I could never go back to it. I spent 3 days traveling to every bar trying to trip it.
Oh, but I didn't have my cheater
and
on
it wouldn't
PC.
trip, so I had 950 out of 1,000.
That sucks, yeah.
It was cruel. It was fun though.
Damn Bethesda games.
Let me see here. I don't know. Bloodborne.
Did you platinum Far Cry 4, Jeff?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I did. I didn't. I platinum Bloodborne.
I'm still playing Far Cry 4. You did platinum Bloodborne?
Not Far Cry 4. Fallout 4.
No, I shelved that as soon as the main story was over.
I platinumed Fallout 4. I platinumed Bloodborne. I platinum Far Cry 4. I platinum Battlefield Bad Company 2. You know what? That's one of my hardest trophies too.
Battlefield
Bad Company 2, because there's one trophy called at 2 Brute. At 2 Brute.
At 2 Brute.
Yeah, it's you have. Oh, we're coming up on the 10-minute mark. You have to knife 5 friends. So.
Hey, what was that one? John probably knows. I'll describe it. It was a Call of Duty game, and you got to it at the end, and you had to beat like the ending, like within like.
Modern Warfare 4 was the Mile High Club.
Yes.
Yeah, I did that. I did that. That was
Did
tough
you get
as
it?
shit. I got it.
that?
I
Damn it,
I completed it.
I tried 1,000
That'd be one
times.
I'd be proud of. I think Al Joseph did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completed that shit.
I came close a couple times. I never did it.
I mean, I platinumed Fallout 3. I've platinumed pretty much all the Uncharted games.
I didn't platinum Fallout 3 because I didn't make backup saves to make different choices on a couple of the different levels where you got achievements. You got achievements at like level 5, level 10, level 15, and I didn't make backup saves. I screwed up.
Honestly, I still think a monument to all your sins, beating Halo 3. I'm sorry, Halo Reach on Legendary alone. It's one of the hardest things. You get 150 points for completing it. So listen to this. You get 100 points for completed the campaign on Legendary. You get 125 for that, I'm sorry. And then that's called Gods Must Be Strong. And then a monument to all your sins is completed every mission in Halo Reach alone on Legendary. I've beaten every Halo game alone on Legendary.
That's crazy, man.
Except for the first one. I can't do the first one. I've beaten Halo 2, beat Halo 3, beat Reach. Got really close in ODST.
That's not every game, then, you bitch and liar.
Okay, mister, I used my cheater for my PC.
You lying.
I'm working on Halo 5 right now, which is all right.
Yeah.
Halo 5 is not.
Is that what you're playing right now, Halo 5? Is that like the thing you're sinking your teeth in?
That and Gravity Rush and Resident Evil 0 I've been playing. Oh.
I watched the review for Gravity Rush. I'm still just thinking like I'm just gonna play it on my Vita.
No,
I don't
play it
think
on
I'm
the
gonna buy
PS4. No, it's better on PS4.
Really?
Trust me.
It's $40.
30. Wait.
30? That's not bad.
Trust me, it's free on the Vita. You can play it. But playing it on the PS4, it's much more comfortable.
Yeah, well, I can imagine that.
I just find the comfort there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it was originally supposed to be a PS3 game, and then I got pushed to be a downloadable game, and they're like, "Well, let's make this a Vita game," and they made it a Vita game.
I'm deciding on what game I want to jump into next. After The Witness. I'm probably something with guns and shooting because The Witness will make me all docile. So.
Well, we got to close up anyway, so you can go back to sucking
things. What?
Sucking what?
All right, cool. Well, it's time to.
Hold on, you played the Division then?
I didn't know.
Well, that was like a 20-minute ago conversation.
Well, I want to see. I was just gonna ask him.
So how late are you on that? You're like, oh, we're talking about the.
We talked about it, I can't remember if he played it.
We're talking about
No,
the
I
Division. You're like, oh, so did you play the Division? What?
The feed is just getting through to Ohio. No, I did not play the Division. No. So it's time to get out of here then. I want to say a quick thank you to the #LegendaryHile68 for being on tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. Always good to see you.
Yep.
And a thank you
hate
to
you.
Mr. John, the Animal Mother. who's
Even
always...
though
John
Heil,
is so grumpy all the time.
you would kill me in one literal gunshot, Heil.
Yeah, he would. He's already thinking about it.
Probably.
John, thanks for being on the show.
What do you mean?
Thanks for being on the show.
I'm always on the show. What do you?
That's what I'm saying.
Why are you
Thanks, man.
thanking me for being on a show that I'm on every week?
Mad. I'm so mad.
Because it's like the dumb convention, like once a week between us. It's like we talked about the Division like 30 minutes ago, and Heil's like, "So did you play the Division?" After you're like, "No."
That's okay.
How
We
do we
jump
talk
around.
about-
We jump around. Yeah, I want to say thanks to everybody.
Heil's wife is like, "I want to do it," and then like 30 minutes later, Heil's like, "Wait, you want to have sex?"
It takes time to work it up, man.
It takes time, but you at least they're on the same page.
You know, you can't go all rushing into it, John.
Yeah, John.
Heil,
Basement caller.
what?
Sometimes you gotta make her dinner.
Oh, wait, I'm in my basement. Never mind.
Anyways, we're out of here. Thank you guys for listening.
No,
Check out
we're not done yet. We're not done
Point
yet. We have 5
Insertion.
minutes left. We have 5 minutes left. I said we
No.
should start closing up, not literally end the podcast.
Well, now it's lame. Now it's lame. Now it just sounds like super amateur hour.
No.
Every time John says when we're closing up the show, we're literally in the middle of closing up the show.
I'm
He's
saying
already
we
heard
should
me-
be closing
Stop.
up
He's
the
already
show.
heard me say goodbye to Highland. Thank you. I've already said.
Why are
thank
you saying
John.
thank you to people that
now-
are on the show
and
every
now-
week?
And now it's turned into, I'm not ready to close it up yet.
No,
Oh.
because we have time.
You said we don't have time.
I said we have 7 minutes left.
Oh my god.
When will it end?
No, we're closing up now. Say
Ah.
goodbye, John.
No, I don't want to say goodbye yet. Do I have to say goodbye?
Yeah, it's time to say goodbye.
Well, I have to go. No.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Son of a
Quarter in
bitch,
the jar.
I brought
and
it up. What do you mean quarter in the jar?
You're on fire tonight, dude.
I am on fire tonight.
Yeah. All right, we're saying goodbye.
What should
Thank
I
you,
go play
everybody.
tonight? What should I go play tonight?
You should go play tonight.
I'm annoying tonight because I'm kind of, you know.
Really?
Well, listen, it's my dad's birthday. I've been drinking with him all night.
Thanks, Mykonos.
Well, you can blame him for that one.
Yeah. Thanks for sending us annoying John.
Gas is $1.99 a gallon now here.
Dude, I filled up today $1.77. That's crazy, $1.77, and I've got the FL Roberts card.
It's $1.61 here.
Is
Oh
it
my
really?
god!
I got the FL Roberts card, so when I get enough oil changes, guess what happens?
You get free gas.
$1 off, 77 cents a gallon. It's like when I first got my license, back in the '60s. Yeah.
Well,
No, I know.
everyone, we want to thank you for listening. I'm gonna close up for Jeff here. Please, Jeff, take it for me.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I have fully apologized for the actions of one animal mother.
What do you mean apologize? There's nothing to apologize about.
Like last 10 minutes.
I know. All right. It was good to
Boo.
see everybody. We'll talk to you soon. See you next week.
Wait,
Bye.
you're supposed to say like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Pedal to the metal. Point Insertion.
No,
Do it.
just damn it.
We're on YouTube. Check it out.
Anything else is like, oh, I got a boner right now.
Yeah. I got a super boner. All right.
I
Goodbye,
hate you so
everybody.
much. Good night.
Bye.
Please like and subscribe. Good night.
Lord have mercy.
That's being edited out because
Oh,
I have the power.
Hi, John.
Night, everyone.
You are all over the map, dude. For 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 the map.